Assalamualaikum guys, Brendan anniversary Rainer Trader is officially here, and trust me when I say this, it's gonna be a very fun fight to watch because the style, the clash of styles here is absolutely insane. Derrida is obviously a very well-rounded fighter. He has very high-level grappling and very high-level striking, of course, which he showed in his previous fights against Robert Whittaker and Bo Nickel. He knocked out Bo Nickel in the second round, and I'm not saying Bo is a good fighter. I'm saying that like RDR's striking is very sharp, and he has the capability of knocking someone out at that level. And I believe after that fight with Robert Whittaker, we now know a lot more about Derrida, because that fight, it was obviously undisputedly 28-27 decision, and I have no idea why one judge gave it to Rob. Actually it's probably because of the bias, but end of the day we have to let it go. So yeah, RDR is a very fresh, hungry, young up and comer, and if he wins this and decides to wait for Imam versus Chimaev, then he might be next. Who knows? But I personally think he should, since he is so active, I personally think he should fight one more guy. Yes, another top contender like Easy, maybe Izzat Sania, or even DDP, I guess. Because like when RDR beat Robert Whittaker, DDP was the champ. So I guess it will be a fun fight to watch. And more than anything, I'm really excited because obviously Anthony Hernandez was his original opponent, and that fight would have been a lot better because Anthony is he right now has the longest win streak in middleweight with 8 straight wins. And like he's just a way better fighter compared to Brendan Allen. But trust me when I say this, the thing about Brendan is he is primarily a jiu-jitsu guy, unlike Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. And like this will make it, like previously we have seen Raider RDR take care of strikers like Bonical and Robert Whittaker, as I said, but now he is going against a jiu-jitsu guy, and Hamzat is obviously like he's probably the best wrestler in the UFC right now. And like pure wrestler, not also striking, because that's obviously Islam. Anyways, he's probably the best pure wrestler right now, and I feel like if RDR can get through Brendan Allen quite easily, then I feel like RDR versus Chimaev, in the near future will be much more exciting. Not saying RDR has any chance of winning, just saying it would be a bit more enthusiastic, if you want to say. And as I said, RDR is obviously a very well-rounded fighter. So we obviously will see a lot of his own grappling as well, hopefully, unless he knocks him out in the first in the first round, and which will also be good. But still, like, we really want to test and see how good RDR is. And he's obviously very well on the mic. His trash talking is good. I feel like he would be a very marketable champion, but that's still very far away, because he has to get through this guy first, Brendan Allen, and then I guess another fight might or might not happen, and then it's Hamza Chimaev, which RDR never beats Hamzat. Let's just be honest. Anyways, we have another we have some more fun fights to talk about. Kevin Holland is finally making his return. Not finally, like, he is again making his return. This is fifth fight this year, and it's against a guy. I apologize for forgetting his name, but he's an unranked guy. I know his background is in wrestling, but I feel like Kevin Holland. He obviously lost his previous fight, but this fight I feel like Kevin definitely wins, because it's an unranked guy. So what can happen? Anyways, another important fight. This one I'm more excited than the Kevin fight, is Ayman Zahabi versus Chito Vera. This is why the reason why this fight is so good is because Ayman Zahabi, first of all, he's a good fighter. He's a Muslim. His coach is GSP. Great respect back, but he robbed Jose Aldo in Aldo's retirement. So I can't let that pass. So I don't hate the guy. I like him, but what he did to Aldo was too much. Anyways, because that fight, in my eyes at least, Aldo clearly won. Anyways, we have Chito Vera. Chito Vera last got knocked out against Sean O'Malley. He didn't get knocked out. Yeah, he lost in a decision against Sean O'Malley in a 5 rounder. So yeah, this is basically, in this fight, it's basically Cheeto testing Ayman Zahabi, or Area Hawane to see if he belongs to the absolute top or not. Because Cheeto did not deserve the title shot. Yeah, he got destroyed, but hey, he lasted 5 rounds with Sean O'Malley and did not get knocked out. So it says a lot, and we would also see how good Ayman Zahabi is actually, because that was an unranked, completely out of class, completely out of shape, completely out of prime Jose Aldo, of course. Anyways, Rainer Renator versus Brendan Allen fight night. You guys definitely make sure to know what you guys think, and shall see you guys later. Assalamu alaikum.